Welcome to Miss C's Tarot. We will be doing a pick a card reading today. Um, why are you so unforgettable? Pick from the pile that you most drawn to. Pile number 1 is the blue and gray crystal. Pile number 2 is the red crystal. Pile number 3 is the purple crystal. I'll give you a moment to pick from the pile that you most drawn to. Why are you so unforgettable? Okay, we'll get started with pile number 1 on why are you so unforgettable. Pile number 1 is the blue and gray crystal. The Queen of Wands came out. Excuse me. Why are you so unforgettable? Because you're so vibrant and magnetic. You know, you kind of cling to people that you think they are worthy of, you clinging to them. This is why you so unforgettable, because you're so magnetic and vibrant and very determined and generous. You're a very generous person. To take this as a resonate, male or female, you're a very generous, vibrant person, magnetic person. It's kind of like you cling to people, show them your love, your passion. You be generous to them. You spend a lot, give a lot. I mean, you always there to give good advice. You very vibrant, magnetic. This is why you are so unforgettable to people. You very clever. You a rival. You a ride or die for the people that, you think that's worthy for this. This is why you are so unforgettable. These people remember how you were ride or die for them. Whatever the situation was, you was there. I mean, for people that you thought was worthy of this, you was there for people. It was your energy. You just so vibrant. A good listener. You would lend a helping hand. You would give money. You would do whatever you could. This what makes you so unforgettable, pile 1. You a ride or die for a person. You gonna ride for them. Like I said, you was very generous. This here again with the 9 of Cups. This is what makes you so unforgettable. People remember this, even though if they didn't show you. Then this is why you are so unforgettable to certain people, because of your generosity. How you were so giving and understanding and listening, and everything you could do to help a person, you would do this. What makes you so unforgettable, pal number 1, is that you were so generous and you showed it, your compassion and everything, and any and everything you could do for a person, you did it. But when you got tired, you turned your back to this, because I feel like you unforgettable because these people, they hurt you in a way. You couldn't believe that some people turned their back on you. When you were there for others, being the generous, magnetic, vibrant person that you are, this is the reason why they can't forget. Maybe they was going through some type of grief or loss once upon a time, and you really helped people. Or on the other hand, people still remember you, not in a bad way, not on their loss, that you moved on or whatever. Some people still remember, even if they don't see you again, that you was there for them when they was grieving, or, maybe they lost, they wasn't in a financial bind or something. You was there with your generosity to help with abundance, money, because the 9 of Cups is here. This is why you so unforgettable. The people will not forget you one way or the other, whether they were worthy of this or not. some people, you know, they really did appreciate, and maybe this was some people that you really weren't just really close with, that, you know, you leaned out your finances, or you encouraged them when they was feeling sad, and, you know, when they was grieving or they had lost something. You stretched your hand out for abundance. You stretch your ear out to be a listening ear. So this is why you are so unforgettable. And now that you have moved on with this Chariot card, you know, they realizing it now. You moved on, whether it was in a bad situation. Some people may have taken you for granted here. And this is the reason why they can't forget you, because they use you. And there's others that they really do appreciate what you've done, and you may not even really know them. You're just a generous, kind, vibrant, magnetic person. People just cling to you for information, or just to be a shoulder to cry on. Or, you know, you help people when they was in a bind, when they was at the lowest point of their life. Maybe they was grieving, maybe they lost something with their 5 of Cups, but you know, you unforgettable because you have, maybe you moved on, because the Chariot card is here. You moved on from whatever it was, whether it was conflict, and you found out these people was not worthy of your time and, you know, your generosity anymore. And, you know, or maybe these were people that you helped once in a lifetime, and they thinking about you. They don't even know how to contact you anymore because you moved on. You know, it was no number or phone number exchange. Maybe y'all wasn't friends. It's two situations here. It could have been, you know, people that was just trying to use you, and they thinking about how good of a person you are now, and you gone because you realize, you know, that some of these people wasn't worthy of your generosity here. You know, your time, or, you know, you being there for people, showing them love, and they wasn't giving it back. And there's other people you was showing it to, they want to contact you. You are an unforgettable person because of your generosity and your caring heart here. Yeah, you unforgettable because you help balance out a lot of situations. You came through for some people, you know, in a lot of situations to help balance things out in their lives, whether they was worthy for it or not, of it or not. Or, you, like I said, it could have been people that you barely knew. You know, you unforgettable in a lot of people's minds because you help balance out a lot of things where it was problems in their lives. You was a balance. You enlighten a lot of people. That's why you so unforgettable. You enlighten a lot of people here with your generosity. You know, being an ear to listen, a shoulder to cry on. You know, you went over and beyond for people. And that's what it was. You were so vibrant. It was your vibrant attitude. You know, everything about you was vibrant and genuine. And they missed that about you. This is why you were so unforgettable. And, you know, I feel like a lot of people took you for granted. Some people did. Look at the devil over there shooting at this heart right here, and you holding on to it. You know, you had a heart for people. This is why you are so unforgettable. Even if they, like I said, even if they wasn't worthy of it, they think about you. But, you know, this devil over here is, you know, the devil tail is shooting straight up towards your heart here, or this person's heart here. You know, you just had a big heart, and you really cared about people and their situations and what people was going through here. This is the reason why you are so unforgettable. You know, and it's a lot of people sad now because you no longer there for them anymore. You unforgettable. This person is crying on this picture. I feel like some people took you for granted, pal number one. And they are sad because they haven't met anybody else like you, even if they did take you for granted. And there are people that you was really there for that you no longer in contact with anymore. It makes them sad that you not around for them to talk to, to encourage them, to enlighten them, to help balance, to get them to help balance things out anymore. This person is sitting here crying. So I feel like you got a lot of people sad in ways, you know, whether it was happy or sad situation, whether it was genuine people or people that was trying to use you or whatever. You enlightened a lot of people here. You have balanced out a lot of things in people's lives, whether they took it for granted or they really appreciate it. But it is some people that are sad now, thinking about you a lot on how they did you, and there are people thinking about how you saved their life in a lot of situations. You know, you came through and they may not have even known you, but I mean, they still remember you, because I do remember people that have done things for me that didn't have to do them for me. And you know, we wasn't friends or anything. It was just the generosity and you know, the listening ear, and you know, it just made me feel better. It's like, you are unforgettable to a lot of people because of how you are, how the good heart that you have here. Like, you holding on to your heart in this picture right here. And a lot of people took your heart for granted. And those are some people think you the best person in the world because you had such a sweetheart here. This is why you are so unforgettable here. It's your passion. Like I just said, like in this picture, this person is reading to an elderly person. And maybe, you know, you could be a person that works with the elderly. I mean, the small things. Maybe people just don't have anybody to talk to. You don't have to be old. You know, you saw that and you gave people your passion and your love and understanding, because you was just such a generous, magnetic person, vibrant person. It's just in you. Your heart is just so big here. And people just cannot forget, whether they were young, old, or people that was using you, or people that wasn't, you know, the people that really appreciate you. You are on people's minds about, you left an impact on some people's minds about with your generosity and everything. You brought peace into people's life. Peace. You made peace for them. When they was all upset and didn't understand or didn't have no peace in their life, they couldn't think, they couldn't sleep. This is why you are so unforgettable here, pal number one, because you brought peace into people's lives here. You made them happy when they was feeling sad. It's your kindness. It's right here. Your kind heart. The heart is on here. It was your kind heart, and people can't forget that, you know, whether they took you for granted or not. It's like you surprise people, you know, with gifts, money. You know, you really surprised people that you was the type of person, and maybe, you know, they didn't know that, but you really help people with your passion. You surprise them with a whole lot of things, giving them advice, you know, being a shoulder to cry on, an ear to listen, helping people financially, just bringing the peace into people's life. Yeah, they look at you as if you're a queen, a king, a royalty, you know. Some people look at you as being that. That's the reason why they'll never forget you. It's like you somebody that people need to look up to, because you once in a lifetime, people will meet somebody like you with such a kind heart, very generous, you know, trying to help balance everything out. All these cards in here are very good. People look at you like a king or queen because, you know, they feel like you should be looked up to, not ignored or looked over, because you brought a lot of happiness and balance into people's lives that were really going through things. You know, whatever it was, like I say, it may even been people that use you in this situation, but they really think about you. They cannot forget you, because you only meet people that's really true and have a really good heart genuinely once in a lifetime. You can meet a lot of people, but out of all those people, you was the one person that brought happiness and joy to a lot of people's lives, and you tried to help a lot of people, not even some of them that you didn't even now know. And this could have been somebody that you was married to or in a relationship with. They really missing you. They can't forget you because they know you was a very good, genuine person. You would give anything, you know, to these people or this person. It don't matter what it was. You was all in for it. Money, we needed love. You was, you know, like I said, you was helping building people back up when they wasn't feeling themselves, balance them out. And I feel like with this contract card here, you could have been married to somebody. This speaks about marriages or something, or in a long-term commitment. And this person here may even took you for granted here, just thinking about you with this contract card. They miss you, the love you used to give. I mean, your all in all. You was putting all into a situation, and you are very unforgettable, you know. Maybe you're not there anymore, I'm pretty sure. But at the same time, this is what makes you so unforgettable. To have a person to have your back, a ride or die person, that is very good. Yeah, the love that you brought makes this person, you know, make you so unforgettable to these people. Whether it was in a marriage or a long-term relationship, or these were friends or strangers or people on your job, how you worked and you so kind and loving and giving and, you know, trying to balance everything out. You have left an impact where people will never forget you because of your genuine heart, the love you gave. Yeah, they'll never forget your value here. It's a lot of money on here, but the door to value is more than money. It's everything. The love you brought, the money, I mean, how you help people, and everything in here. It was the value you brought to these relationships, whether it was a job, like I said, whether it was your marriage, whatever type of friendships or whatever here. You did all you could do. This is why you were so unforgettable. And with that contract card here, you are unforgettable because you kept this happy family together. Where's the contract card here? This could be an ex-wife or ex-husband. Take it as it resonates. You gonna be unforgettable because it seems like y'all may have separated now, and since they can't stop thinking about you and they can't forget about you, they know that you kept this happy family together. You brought love to this family, happiness to this family. You was the glue to keep the whole family together, balancing things out, everything to try to hold it together. And now that it's done fell apart, this ex or, you know, ex-husband, wife, or relationship or whatever you was in, you know, your children, daddy or mama or whatever this is, they know you was a glue to all of this. You kept everything balanced out here, and they miss you. You are unforgettable. They'll never forget this. Yep, some people, you know, even envy you because you are so unforgettable. The envy card came out. It's a lot of people, you know, they envy you because, you know, your good heart and how you attract people. People just kind of draw to you for information, to, you know, to guide them in situations and problems. And you know, it's like you got a magnet to people just draw to you, cling to you here. Like I said, vibrant and magnetic. It's a lot of people envy you because of this. They'll never forget you because they envy you because of the type of person that you are naturally are. You are naturally loving, caring. You just that type of person, and it's some envy here because of the type of person that you are. This could be your ex, you know, knowing that you going on helping others and, you know, bringing life and love into other people's lives. They'll never forget that, and they envy that because you no longer dare giving it to them anymore. Whether it's friends, family, husband, or ex-husband, or wife, or ex-relationships, or whatever, these people will never forget you because of your good heart and your caring heart. And how people cling to you. You're such a magnet for people because of your genuine heart here, pal number one. They'll never forget you because of this. So this is all I have for pal number one. We'll be moving on to pal number two. And I want to thank all you guys for watching Miss C's Tarot, liking, sharing, and subscribing. This channel here is here to enlighten you, all of us on our spiritual journey. Thank you guys for watching Miss C's Tarot though. Like and share and subscribe. Let me get these cards up. Let me get pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2 is the red crystal here. Why are you so unforgettable? Here it goes again, pile number 2. The Queen of Pentacles came out. You are so unforgettable, pile number 2, because you are so down to earth. You're so generous. I mean, you are a very responsible, secure person. You help people in any way you can, whether it's with money or whatever this is. You are just a generous, down-to-earth person. It's basically like pile number 1. You're a good listener. You try to help people in every way that you can. You're very generous here, pile number 1. And people will never forget how generous you are. Yeah, also that, you work well with others, You work well with people. You help people. I mean, it's like, even if you're on a job or in the community, it's always like, if anybody needs any assistance with anything, you always there to help, whether it's financially or, put a muscle in. Take this as a resonate, male or female. I mean, whatever you can to do. Maybe you help move people. Take people to the grocery store. It's like, you are so generous. And you will help anybody here. This is what this is. You're just so helpful to everybody and anybody that you can help. Yep, the Ten of Pentacles here is money here once again. Money, it's like, if somebody, okay, I want to say it like this. With the Ten of Pentacles, I don't care if somebody's selling Girl Scout cookies or whatever. You might buy 100 boxes of this. It's like, you want to see people come up and prosper, but you will invest something into that to help them get $1 up, or whatever it is. If they selling hot dogs or whatever, it's like, you always happy and you spreading your wealth around. You will make an investment on anything. You will buy something to help contribute to, supporting people or whatever this is. It's like you always giving here. It's like you always giving, helping and giving, lending a helping hand or whatever, finances or whatever this is. You always doing it. But people also will not forget you or can't forget you because you're going to defend your territory. You very generous and everything, but I mean, it's only so far you're going to go with it. I mean, you very kind and everything, but you're not going to let nobody use you. You know when enough is enough, and you know when people come with crap, so everybody's not going to get this generosity from you. You know those who to get it from, so it's like people know you're not a pushover. They can remember that also. With you being generous, everybody can't get that from you. So it's like, you got boundaries that you set with your giving and your helping. I feel like that's what it is here with the Seven of Wands. I mean, you set boundaries. You're not going to just let anybody come up here and get your money and your time from you or no helping hand from you. It's like you set boundaries here. It's like with this Death card, when these people that you met and you was being so generous to, it's like you had changed your life. You wasn't always like that. You had a rebirth. You know, it's like you got all this abundance, so it's like you sowing seeds out here. You change your life. Maybe you wasn't this person always, but you set boundaries. I mean, you giving a lot here, and you will be a helping hand to anybody, but maybe you wasn't this person in the past, and you know, people remember who you used to be, some of these people, and what you are now, this generous person, and but you not no fool with it. So you know, it's like you had a rebirth. You know, you sowing seeds out here because you getting rewarded with a lot of financial abundance, and you living a good life, so you sharing it with the people that's worthy, and you got your boundaries and your guard up for those that's not, because some people remember that they'll never forget you because, you know, you weren't always this person, and they probably thought that they could make a fool out of you since you had changed your life. You know, you had a rebirth, you know, transformation. You no longer was the person you used to be. And they thought, okay, well, now she got it and she giving, or he got it and him or her giving it to everybody else. Oh, I'm going to slide on in. Now she done had a rebirth, you know, a spiritual awakening here and everything. You know, they life done changed. I'm going to slide in here because they ain't going to be stingy now. They helping everybody else, but you still got your boundaries. You still setting boundaries. They'll never forget you for that. Yeah, with this creation card, you are different now. You have created a different life for you. This person sitting up here, it looks like she holding a crystal in her hand or whatever she's holding in her hand here. I mean, you do a lot of giving here, but you not no fool here, so they won't forget that. It's like creation is different now. I mean, like I said, you had a spiritual awakening. I mean, you done transformed, a brand new beginning here. You no longer the person you was. You giving a lot. You more in tune with people. You try to help people more than you used to. I mean, it's like you are totally different with that rebirth card and the creation card here. It's almost the same. You are different. And it's all about your abundance. Like I said, people never forget that. They not gonna forget you because of your giving and your caring, or how you can lend a helping hand. You always doing something to help people because you have the abundance here. The Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles is here. So you're able to give back to people because you got it like that, you know. So people not going to forget your giving and how loving and kind you are. They'll never forget that. That's why that's why you are so unforgettable. Like I said, you had the death card is here. You recovered from a lot of things. I mean, you had this spiritual awakening, you know, transformation here, and you recover from being like a person that wouldn't help anybody in no type of way financially. You wouldn't give to nobody or nothing. You had a changed mindset here. You recovered from that old mindset, and you got a brand new beginning here, a rebirth, a second chance at life. So you said, well, I'm not going to be selfish anymore. I'm not saying that you was, or maybe people was looking at that, because like I said here, you are so different from what you used to be. You recover from these things, and whatever it was that people couldn't see, that you was helping people, giving to people, lending a helping hand. You recovered from this and had a rebirth here on changing your life because you are blessed with so much abundance here. But you're not no fool with it. Like I said, this is why you are so unforgettable, because you're not going to let nobody make a fool out of you with all this money here. The Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the abundance card here in gold. So you still guarding your territory. You setting boundaries. And people won't forget how you used to be and how you are now. You giving more. You out here helping people more than you used to be, because God have blessed you and changed your mindset, and you have had a spiritual awakening here. So you have recovered from whatever that mindset was here. And you got a lot of abundance here. And people won't ever forget how you used to be and how you are now. Is what I'm trying to say. People won't forget you. You are unforgettable because you recognize trickery. you did then, and this abundance, you still recognize it. I mean, you used to, and maybe you wasn't as giving as you was because you know it's a lot of people out here be up to tricks and games. Even then you did. But now you giving more than you ever gave before and helping more than you ever helped before, but you still recognize the trickery that could be in people that's trying to use you or whatever. So they'll never forget that. You still the same, but you have changed in a lot of ways. You set your boundaries. You defending your territory. Ain't nobody just gonna come up and get that money or that help, that ain't worthy of it. I mean, it's kind of like you recover in a lot of ways, giving back to the community, helping people that, that you can, for as financial wise or giving an arm or muscle or whatever to help them, but you recognize trickery. You are so unforgettable because they know that you still is the same in a certain way. You're not going to let nobody trick you out of anything. Even though, you done had a renewal in your life. The renewal card is here. Transformation. Yep, your life has been renewed and you are a lot better for, helping people and giving and everything. But still, I mean, hey, you done had a renewal. You recognize things. And people ain't going to forget who you used to be and who you are now. I have to keep saying that. That's what they looking at. I mean, to some people, they'll never forget who you used to be. Maybe you was holding tight on everything, or you wasn't helping a lot then. But now you helping, but you still recognize the trickery, and you're not going to let anybody get this from you. Yeah, some people ain't gonna forget you. A lot of people won't because of the caring connection y'all have. Like I said, you just a loving, caring, giving person here. Whether it was in a whether it was in a monogamous relationship or friendships or just co-workers or whatever, it's the caring relationships. People will not forget how caring you are. They'll never forget that. That's what makes you so unforgettable. Like I said, with that trickery card, they won't forget the storm warnings that you always aware of these storm warnings, that these storms throwed out there in front of you, these stories, these storms, or, things coming up. I mean, when they real and when they not. So it's like you all, you are prepared for these storm warnings. You done went through the storm warnings with these people. So it's like they'll never forget you because how you was always prepared for these storms. The worst or the best, whatever. They won't forget these storm warnings. How you was always warned of these storm warnings. They can't forget that. I mean, you just so aware of everything. Can't nobody pull no trickery over you. Even though you done had a changed life here, there's still no trickery. Even though you might be more kinder or more free-hearted than you used to be, but you prepare for any storm come up against you, and whether it's real or fake. Because sometimes the news tell us it's going to be a storm, a tornado, and it don't be one. But we always be prepared, and you always prepared for what it could be. The worst or the best or whatever. I mean, people never forget that you always on guard and you are prepared for whatever come your way. Yeah, people are not going to forget this big heart you got, how loving and caring you is. It's all here. I can't make this up. How generous you have been. It seems like this is coming out in every pile here. But it's your big heart. The caring connections you done had with people. How caring you was. Your heart. That you really showed that you really cared. Yep, and it's some people thinking about you. And they think about it a lot. They can't forget you. How big of a heart you had. How generous you was. How caring you was. This is a man thinking. He could take it as a resonate, male or woman, thinking about you a lot because they can't forget you because of caring connection, maybe because of the relationship you was in. And, you were so generous in this relationship and maybe somebody took you for granted here. friends, family, co-workers, the caring connections that you gave to people, they'll never forget that. They think about you a lot with this thinking card here. And this is the truth. The truth card came out here. I don't know, my screen went off. I don't know if y'all can see me or not because my battery getting low. But this is a truth card. I don't know if you can still hear me on this pile number 2 or not. But it's the truth. It's the caring connection, the love you gave, maybe the relationship or marriage you was in. People may have taken you for granted because you were so generous, giving, loving, on top of all of that. It was the action you took on everything. People couldn't forget that. I mean, you was quick to take actions in every situation. You know, you got it. You gonna help. Let's do this. I got you. No worries. You know, you took actions in a lot of situations. People cannot forget this. You know, your authentic. I can't even say the word. How authentic you was. I mean, you only meet somebody like you once in a lifetime. A one true person here. You was a real person. And I'll never forget that. Whether it was a love, marriage, relationships from a job, friends, whatever, you showed your all. You gave your heart into this, your finances, your heart. You'll lend a helping hand, a muscle to help, whatever it was. Yeah, people will never forget. You unforgettable because how much you have grown and transitioned your life. You have transformed from a person you used to be, and they see your growth now. You know, they remember how you used to be, and not saying that was bad, but I'm just saying in this message, you know, they see your growth here. This is what makes you so unforgettable. You know, on how you have transformed and changed your life, you know. You're not the same person you used to be. Your intentions are not the same. Maybe, you know, like I said before, maybe you was holding everything you got. But you know, you had a had a transformation here. You changed a lot. And it seemed like Spirit has been talking to you. You was blessed with a lot of wealth here, and you decided to give back and be more of a helper. And, you know, to do whatever it is you was called to do here. This was a spiritual awakening here. You're no longer the same person you used to be. It's your intentions now. People never forget your intentions now. You know, or how you doing things now. You setting very good intention. You put it out there. You know, you helping, you giving. You know, you have transformed and, you know, your life. So this is what why people will never forget you. You are so unforgettable here. Pile number 2. I want to move on to pile number 3 before my battery dies. I don't know why this is about to go out now. Normally I charge it up good before I get on here. Hopefully it'll make it through this last pile here. Because I don't have my charger upstairs. And I want to finish this without cutting the video off, guys. So I'm going to try to make pile number 3 fast. I don't know how much I got left on that battery. I'm going to try to do pile number 3 pretty fast here. Okay, pile number 3 is that purple crystal here. Why are you so unforgettable? Here, I hope I can get this out. The 8 of Pentacles here because you are a hard worker here. Very hard worker. You work very hard. You always wanna be fair in every situation here. I mean, it's like no matter what the situation is, pile number 3, people look at you as a person they can't ever forget because you work so hard and you always want to be fair in every situation. It's not like you put nobody down. You're not picking a side here or anything like that. You always want things to be balanced here. And like with the Empress card, it's like you very down to earth. You know, it's like you very abundant here. You know, like I said, you're a very, abundant, creative person in every situation. You know, you put your creativity in it. You know, you listen to everybody here. Like I said, you want to be balanced. You want to be fair here. You know, this is what makes you so unforgettable here. You don't give up. I mean, it's like down to earth on every level. You're not bougie here. You know, it's like in and everybody. You can have a conversation. You can interact with everybody here. It's like that's what people never forget about you. Pile number 3. Yep, you're a very ambitious person with this page of pentacles here. I mean, anything you want, you keep going for what you want. You don't give up. You very ambitious. You a hard worker here. You always want to see everything balanced out and people being fair in every situation and making sure people being treated fair here. Because you're a nurturing person. With the fertility and abundance here, it's like you're a nurturing person here. Like the Empress gives birth to everything. It's like you put life into everything. You don't have no prejudice about it. You want to be fair in every situation, and you want people to be treated fair no matter what. It's like, like with this Judgment card, it's like almost like you had a spiritual awakening, or you a very spiritual person here or something. You believe in fairness. You believe in giving people a chance, listening to people. It don't matter what color, whatever this is, whatever their status is or whatever. You believe in fairness here. You're a very ambitious person, a hard worker here. And this is what people makes you so unforgettable. They remember these things, how much time you put in and how much love you put into people and the things that you care really a lot about here. It's like you're a spiritual person, and it's like you godly here with this Judgment card. You had a spiritual awakening here. It's like you a God-sent person to people, being fair in all situations. You don't give up. You constantly keep working no matter what. You very ambitious and all of that. This is why people will never forget you. It's your attitude. It's your personality. It's the compassion that you have for others. Like I said, this is your perseverance. Your perseverance, your kind attitude, a good listener, being there for others, making people happy when they sad. You don't like no injustice. The Justice card is here because, you always going to balance things out. This is why people will never forget you, whether they see you again or not, or whether you was in past relationships, jobs, or whatever. They can always say that you was a fair person about everything, You see your perseverance here. I feel like you helped some people when they was feeling like, the reason why you so unforgettable, some people may have been victim to some things, and you stood up for them. You made them feel like you made sure everything that they got treated fair, or you spoke up for them, or something, you was there for them when somebody was a victim here or some circumstances or something. People looking at you as being a fair person, this loving person here, a person with perseverance, always. You won't give up. You don't give up on people, circumstances, anything. You all about fairness here. And you work very hard for this people to get treated fair, because you got a voice to speak up for people when they being treated unfairly here. So I feel like pile number 3, This is why people will never forget you. You are a hard worker, but you work very hard to make sure other people get treated fairly. You know, if they've been victimized or whatever in any situation, maybe on a job or in a relationship, you're gonna make sure that you speak up for people, telling people that they don't treat these people fair and that you shouldn't treat them like that. People, you are unforgettable to people because you are so outspoken and the love that you give to other people. You so down to earth. You got time. It don't matter what color, what they look like, or whatever this is here. Yep, you have helped a lot of people that was confused, didn't know which way to go, didn't know where they was going or whatever here. People never forget you because you helped them through their confusion here. Like, it's a person here in this cloud got their arms around this other person that's very confused. Like I said, you believe in fairness and people getting justice and not being mistreated here. So it's like this person needs somebody, but this cloud person is hugging them, telling them it's going to be okay. So this what makes you so unforgettable when a person at the lowest point in their lives, and whether they've been victimized, treated unfairly, you believe in being, nurturing people with this Empress card. The Justice card being fair, balancing things out, making sure people get treated fairly. And you got a voice to do that. You stand up for people. You very ambitious with this Page of Pentacles here. You speak up. I feel like with this isolation card here, that you have brought a lot of people out of isolation, that have had heavy burdens on their mind, feeling victimized, feeling unwanted, not being treated fairly. With your voice speaking up and out for these people, you have brought them out of being like scared and afraid. You brought them out of isolation because you helped them to stand up for themselves, knowing that you was a stand-up person for them when they had nobody else to stand up for them. You brought a person or people out of isolation. You have helped confuse people here. They'll never forget you. People that have been victimized, you was there for them to make sure that they got treated fairly because you stood up for them. You spoke out for them. So they'll never forget what you have done for them. People never forget the risk you took, just like I was just saying with the Justice card, speaking up for others when they confused, when they want to isolate themselves, when they were victimized or whatever, the risk you took for them, they'll never forget this. This is what makes you so unforgettable, pal number 3. Yeah, these people are able to breathe again when they thought they was going to die, or, their anxiety was so bad till they had them depressed. They didn't want to come out of isolation. You brought them out of isolation. This person is sitting here breathing calmly now. Can take a breath in peace without all that anxiety and stuff. You helped bring a lot of people out of isolation, and you spoke up for a lot of people, pal number 3. You took a risk and a chance of speaking up for people, not knowing what was going to happen or what was going to happen in your situation, but you believed in fairness. This is why people will never forget you. Yeah, I feel like you probably moved on after helping these people, and these people never forget you because they don't know how to contact you anymore. Maybe you moved on from your house or the city and state or whatever, or the job or whatever. Those keys no longer fit anymore. You changed courses because in healing and helping, a lot of times we move on. Our assignment be done in certain situations. You have helped a lot of people to get them out of isolation, help victims, everything. You was a voice for fairness and to help balance things out to get justice here. So they miss your power. You're unforgettable because of your power. A lot of people don't have the power to stand up for themselves. See, this is why you left an impact on people's minds where they'll never forget you. It was your power, the power of the tongue, or the power of the, how you was determined that, you know, you was going to speak up for somebody that couldn't speak up for themselves because they was too weak. You know, they was in isolation. They had a lot of fear and anxiety. So it was your power that they missed. You know, somebody like you that gave them the strength back. You gave them power back in their life. Yeah, I feel like the reason why you so unforgettable is the time you spent with others. The time you spent listening. The time you spent being there for others, being a voice for other people. All of that. It was a time. They missed the times. Let's see what else we have with this card. Let's see what this is. Some people will never forget you because of how you stand up for yourself. You very guarded when it come down to people and being fairness and justice of the world. And you stand firm on that. Look at this person with this sword. You believe in fairness and justice here and people being treated right and fair. So people won't ever forget how you stood up for them. You're not playing about people and what's right. So this is the reason why you are so unforgettable, pile number 3. You mended a lot of broken hearts. Like I said, it was a lot of people in this pile that was victimized, isolated here. And you mended some broken hearts here. You know, when people was feeling sad and couldn't stand up for themselves, they'll never forget how you mended this broken heart. Their hearts were broken. How you was there for fairness, or ear to listen. You stood up for them when people treated them bad. You mended this broken heart. You helped them mend this broken heart here. And I feel like the reason why they'll never forget you because it seems like you somebody very spiritual here. Like a God-sent person. The door of the spirits is like, when they met you, it's almost like you were sent from God to come in and help balance these situations out. To mend these broken hearts. To stand up for people that didn't have a voice to stand up for themselves. You didn't let people push people over. Like some people, and I'm kind of like that. I'm not going to let nobody mistreat nobody that's good in my presence, whether you're a child, old person, or whatever age you are. I'm not going to sit around and let nobody treat nobody unfairly. I am going to at least speak up if I don't fight. But I'll do both for somebody, you know, if we got it like that. I'm not going to play about that. You're going to hear from me. So I feel like pile number 3, this what makes you so unforgettable. You done stood up for a lot of people here. And they miss you now. You know, they'll never forget what you have done in their lives, whether you knew them long term or short term here. So before my battery cuts all the way off, you guys, this is all I have for pile number 3. Press the like, share, and subscribe button. And thank you guys for watching Miss T's Tarot. See you the next time. I don't want this battery to cut off. I want to get that out fast, guys. See you next time. Bye.